Good morning, good morning. It is 12 noon on Thursday, day 24 of our sequence. If you're new, welcome. I'm Martha. If you're not new, hi. Good to have you back. I am so pleased. So changing our schedule so slightly has given a chance to distill, that I have more time to read, to think, to practice of my own, to bring more here. So I want to read you something. Just before we begin. And Vishuddha, that we've been working up to this point, this idea, this space of our story, this space where we hold what we assume and expect from ourselves in the world, is here, in the space. Good morning, buen dia, besos. And so it's up to us to notice what's in our story, to notice what underlying story is holding the thread of our lives. Do we believe that the universe is on our favor? Do we believe we must always protect ourselves? Do we believe we're fundamentally alone? Do we believe that there's a necessity for connection? All of these are assumptions that we make that infuse and influence all the other things that we do and think. So if you have the oil, base of the throat, base of the neck, soles of the feet. And as you set yourself up, this is from a book by Stephen Pressfield called Do the Work. Fantastic if you're ever interested. So the things that are in our way, internally in particular, he refers to as the resistance, the things that stop us, the voice that says, you can't do that. You don't have time to do that. You don't have the ability to do that. You don't even have the mindset to do that. That won't work. You should stop. That's the resistance. And every practice we meet the resistance in some new form, and every practice we have the opportunity to dance with it and to shift it. And the opposite of resistance, he says, behind every law of nature stands an equal and opposite law. And the universe is actively benevolent. This is the opposite of resistance. The universe is actively benevolent, actively on your side. And you can feel this right now. A tailwind, a propulsion through the day. The opposite of resistance is assistance. What if this was your story that you choose? I am not living via resistance, pushing through what's not possible. I am living via assistance. A work in progress generates its own energy field. You, the artist, the entrepreneur, the mother, the student, you are pouring love into the work. You are suffusing it with passion and intention and hope. And this is serious juju. The universe responds to this. It has no choice. Your work in progress produces its own gravitational field created by your will and your attention. And this field attracts like-spirited entities into its orbit. So what if this was our story? That we pause in the middle of the day, we notice all the stuff that's gotten clogged up in our mind, and we clear out and we say, I am assisted. It is my innate state. I am assisted. I assist myself in each endeavor. I assist my hope. I assist my compassion. I am assisted by outside forces. Let this be our story. Palms together, heart high. Ong Namo, I bow to everything that assists me. Everything that has assisted me, that is assisting me, and that will assist me in the future. I bow to this force that surrounds me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to the assistance inside of me. The ways in which I support my own fortification and dignity. outside and in. 3 times with me. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Roll your shoulders, shake it out. Start your playlist at oceans. Here we go. You are assisted. Put that story into your body, into your actions, into your everything. You are assisted. Onto your back. Knees bend, feet flat, hands down. Take your right hand overhead, reach it out so slightly. Go, 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 go. And then down. And the left side up and over. A little bit into the left fingertips. And down. Tap out your feet, tap out your heels, wag your tail, right hand. Down. And left side. And down. Inhale. Exhale. Take your time. Make it steady. I am assisted. I'm doing this with assistance. Rewrite your stories, love. That's the power we have right here. One more each side. Just open and reach. And the left. So that when your hands are down, you can turn your palms open, the chest broadens, and the body wakes. We begin. And turn right over. Hands and knees. So put a blanket beneath your knees. Hands under your shoulders. Tuck your chin around your back. And let it through. To round and to reach. Find a rhythm. Turn your thumbs forward and your fingers point away. And as you try to pull your hands apart, let your heart and your throat move more easily forward and back, like a swing. Three, two. Turn your fingertips forward and draw your right knee to your chest. Swing it back, tip the toe, and in. Inhale, open, exhale in. Let the breath get bigger, let the movement get bigger. Come into your good body. And bring your right knee outside of your right shoulder and back. Bring your ear towards your knee. 3, 2, good. And step your right foot wide and flat to the floor. Heel in line with your hip. Come onto your fingertips. Cat toes. And child's pose, so hips to heel. Rise up. And fold back, keeping your right foot flat to the floor. So coming up, the collarbones are broad, your spine is long, and a little wag of your tail side to side. And explore the whole footprint of your right foot. And sink back. Oh. Rising up, put your right foot outside of your right hand and your block under your left hand. Big reverse circle. Hips forward and back. And then your arm beside your ear, let your hips keep moving. Bend your right knee, lift your left knee, lift your left hip and roll your right ribs over. Float your heel over the ball of your foot behind you. Reach from your shoulder to your hip, from your hip to your heel, from your heel to your hand. And then set it down. Put your block to the right side, cat-cow. Bring your knee to your chest and then tip of the toe back. Left knee to chest and back. Good. Bring your left knee to your shoulder and cross to the right. And putting your left foot flat to the floor onto your fingertips. Shift your weight back. Sitting in it. Folding in. Rising up. Keep your outer left foot to the floor. Stretch through the top of your foot. And rise up. A little bit side to side. And folding back. You are so competent. You are so capable. If you have managed to make the time to come to this practice, there is a competence in you that you must respect and admire. Rise up, step your left foot outside of your left hand. Right hand on the block, circling the left hand. It's so easy to overlook what we put into place and take for granted in ourselves, but you showing up here, circling your good sweet arm, moving your hip forward and back, you are an agent of assistance for all the others that can't quite get here. Hips forward and back. You're changing your family and your friends. You're opening their bodies. You're opening their minds. You're bringing light. Bend the left knee, lift your right knee. Lift your right hip and turn. Feel your own ability. Feel the assistance you're providing to your life, to your day, and to your body. Knee down, hand down. Knees wide, toes together. Child's pose. Rise onto your knees and sweep high. Sweep wide, turn your thumbs down, take the backs of your hands to your spine and fold in. Unfold. Thumbs point back, hips forward, and return. Good. The next time you rise, only the right hand. Thumb points back. Look left as you fold. Only the left hand. And look right. Raise your right. And look left. Raise your left. And look right. One more each side. And then down dog. Fold your blanket in half. Walk your feet to your hands to your hips. Sit down to stand up tall. And sweep wide. So at the top, we let the practice just settle, dropping off of us. Step the left foot back and the left hand high. Right hand wide, right thumb down to the back, left hand high. A little bend in your right knee, fold forward and feel where the fingers find the floor, or perhaps put your block back, or if you need 2 blocks, set yourself up a strong, clear foundation. Swing your hips to the left, drop your head. This is exhale. Inhaling, hand up. Lift the left thigh, reach, and exhale, fold back down. 2 more, just like that. To rise. And to fold. To stay. Swing the hips left, drop your head, maybe nose outside of your right shin. Lift your hips higher and feel through the backs of your legs and all the way to the base of your toes. And as your hips lift and as your legs lengthen, soften and open the upper back and the back of your neck. Good. Step the left to the right, left hand to hip, and let it go. Be done. The right foot steps back and the right hand comes high. Left hand wide, thumb down, back of your hand to your spine. Fold. Fold. Rising up. Heart high. And hinge. And up. Keep your right hand where it is. Swing your hips to the right. Nose goes outside the left shin. And lift. Tip your hips. Tip your hips so your seat is higher. And your low back can be long. And your arms begin to change from the armpit all the way to the elbow. Good. Right foot steps up, right hand to hip, stand up, let it go. The left foot steps back. Keep your right knee bent and 2 hands reach out. This is inhale. Drop your hands, straighten your front leg. This is exhale. Square the hips and then reach forward. Exhale. Take it back. So put all your attention in your back heel. All your attention in your back heel. And rise tall. Firm from your left hip to your left heel and let that be your anchor that draws you forward and back. 1 more. Now only the right hand comes down. Reach your hands apart and back. Inhale. Exhale, hand down. Turn your navel right. 1 more. Be very deliberate, very clear, very strong in your body. And both hands forward. Draw your navel back, your ribs back, your heart back. your head back. Soften your shoulders and firm your legs. So the legs take up more work. And the shoulders open all the way to the fingertips. You are broad and light. Navel back, tail down. Leaning forward, step up, let it go. Be done. Let it through. The right foot steps back. Bend your left knee, hands reaching out long. And straighten your front leg, hands down. This is exhale. Bend your right knee, this is inhale. You are lengthening your breathing. And you're changing your brain chemistry as you do. Anchor into your right heel. Keep the right thigh lifted. And now the left hand down only. Draw your hands apart. Feel that line. Heel to hand. And then left hand reaches. Good. Navel to the left. And reach. You're becoming more intentional with your attention. And reach your left hand and pause. So the back heel is down. The right hip is forward. Draw your navel back. Your heart back. Your ribs back. Lift your right thigh, soften your shoulders and your fingers. And feel the strength of your foundation. Let there be work there. And then step up. Knees soft, fold down. Step back, down dog. Base of your first thumb knuckles, first finger knuckles, thumb knuckles down. That little lift of the back of your hips, the lift of your seat. To open the spine, there's a little back bend here and there's a little forward bend here, all happening in your dog. And knees down. And you'll roll right over onto your back. Palms down. Tap out your feet, land in the back. Right hand overhead. Right hand down, look left. Left hand up, center. And bringing your left hand down, look right. Right hand up, hips up. Press your left hand down. Tuck a shoulder, tuck another, find your bridge. And then look to the left, rolling down. Hips up, left hand up. Press your right hand down. Look to the right. Right hand and hips rising. And flowing, look left. Hips up. And look right. One more. And with the hips down, turn your palms open. And now just feel the front body seem to just wash into light. The thighs and the belly and the chest. This is your innate state, your true self. Rolling over. Down dog. So we must be our own assistants. We must assist our own light to come through the postures that the day has created. Walk your feet to your hands, sit down, put your hands back behind you. Fingertips point towards your hips. Rounding, widen your elbows and then wrap in and sit more deeply, heart comes up. Widen, round. And then elbows in, hard up, sit higher. Widen your elbows, round down, elbows wrap in, and now pause. And lift your hips an inch forward and back and up and forward and back and up and forward and back and up. Stay. So be heavy in your feet and be heavy in your hands and be light in your belly, and lift your chin and drop your head as though you could look back through the back of your head and down your arms as you open your elbows, as you stand more clearly in your hands and your feet. Come to your own assistance. And bending your elbows, round down, sitting tall, legs out long. Staff pose. Bend your right knee, put your right hand back, and turn to the right. Right leg straight, and turn to the left. And then begin to move one to the other. Inhaling center, exhale turn. Into center, out to turn. Turn through the navel. And then turn through the ribs. And then right through the eyeballs. And sit up tall. Fingertips pointing out to the sides. Heart comes up. Seat is clear. So bring your heels together. This is cobbler. Press your outer knees down. Float into boat. So the legs go out and you pause and sit up tall into cobbler. Good. Press your heels wide. Keep your hands where they are. Use the strength of your belly. And bring your heels into cobbler. There's our flow. So return to staff pose. That's exhale. To cobbler. Exhale. To boat. To cobbler. Heels wide. Cobbler. Staff. Again. Cobbler. Breath out. Boat. Breath out. Cobbler. Breath out. Heels wide. Breath out. Cobbler. Press. And staff. Press. Last one. Cobbler. Press. Boat. Palms together. Bring your knees to your shoulders and press your legs out. And bring your knees in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Seal your hands. 2 more. Press. 1 more. Cobbler. Heels wide. Stay. Lead with your heart. Sink your navel into your spine. Hinge at the hips. Keep the heart leading. Fingertips down. Maybe palms, maybe forearms. Low back is flat. To cobbler. Heels together, toes draw back. Walk your hips to your heels and press your outer knees down, heart is up. It's an active place to be, so you're pressing down with clarity. and staff pose. Float up. Trust what you've done and see if it holds you. That you are ready to build a cross-legged seat to sit up tall. Pause your playlist. And in this seat, feel your foundation, your strength and ability at the navel. And the heart floats, the shoulder blades gather towards your spine. Heart comes up, chin comes in, and everything from the heart up is absolutely open, soft. And into this softness, into this opening, we put the sound of E. And E here is to clear the throat. The things we've said that we wish we hadn't. The things we haven't said that we wish we had, because our voice just wouldn't quite get started. So clear out any reluctance or resistance. Inhale. It'll be a 7 count E and an 8 count inhale. Feel the throat, the neck, the face. And then activate that space with the sound, the syllable of hum, H-A-M. That what we need to say can come through us. That what we need not to say is easy to set down. That the words we're ready to change become available. From the belly, through the throat. Hum, 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 hum. 3, 2, 1, and pause. Normal breathing. Notice. The universe is a force of assistance. Let this be your story. The stories that underlie everything else we call beliefs. And you are the author of your beliefs as much as the author of your day. They are changeable, and you are held in assistance. Come to stand. Your playlist begins at nature. Your heels slightly wider than the hips. Little bend in the knees to really find the feet. Palms together. Bring your thumbs to the top of your sternum. And as you extend to 60 degrees, your fingertips are just higher than the crown of your head. As you bring your hands in, tuck your chin. Your thumbs lead your chin. Exhaling, hands come in. Inhaling, arms press out. And closing your eyes, find a rhythm. Feeling into what's tight under the throat, the back of the neck, the jaw, the base of the skull, the abdomen, and all the way into your toes. One more. As you extend, separate your hands, chin up, 3 more sips in. Heart up, chin in. Trace your attention from your feet all the way up to your hands. Pause, wriggle, rise, and chin up. And breath out and hands down. Be done, let it go. All the way through. And coming to a seat. Sitting tall. Turn your palms open, elbows bent. Turn your chin to the left and then to the right. Inhale as you turn to the left. Exhale as you turn to the right. Work here or the arms straighten out of the shoulders. Your thumbs turn back to gather the shoulder blades toward the spine, sitting deeply. Open your elbows, open your palms, open the joints of your fingers to your fingertips. Close your eyes and explore what you find. That none of this is an automatic gesture. This is an inquiry, an offering, a willingness to be changed, to let something become longer, to let something to become stronger, letting the breath come through to be changed. To the center, hands to 60 degrees. Inhale, chin up, 3 more. Heart up, chin in, pause. Lift the pelvic floor. Slide your attention up your spine to the top of your head. Little shimmy, go up, go up, go up. And then chin up, breath out, hands down. Palms open, notice. And turn your palms down. Left shoulder, drop. Right, drop. Inhale, exhale, in, out. As though you could let out of your skeletal structure, out of your collarbones and your shoulder girdle and your arm bones and out the elbows and the fingers. The old stories that have accumulated. And the new ones become much more available when we get these old ones out of the way. Each is an exhale. Keep going, because maybe you found the resistance, maybe you found the reluctance, and that's fantastic. And now that you've found it, just start to let little bits fall off of it, chop it up, blow it out. Up, 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 and out, and out, and out. Coming to kneel. So open your blanket. Knees and shins onto the blanket, a block between your heels. Hands to thighs. A whisper of ha right from the belly. Close your mouth, out the nose, same breath. So we keep the breath the whole way. Turn your thumbs up and then your thumbs away. Open your palms. As you do, roll your shoulder blades under the back of your heart. Little arch in the low back, sit down, arms out, steady breath. Work here, or begin to take your shoulders back, just behind your toes, your fingertips reaching just ahead of your knees. Open your arms, the lift of your chin so slight. Lean a little bit back, lift your heart up, reach into your fingertips. You've got 15 seconds. Three, two, sit up tall, hands high, chin up, inhale, 3 more. Heart up, chin in, wriggle, rise, lift the pelvic floor. Slide your attention up your spine to the top of your head. Open your fingers. And then let it go. Elbows bending, hands come down. And come to lie down on your back. Knees bent, feet flat. Settling in. As you arrive, tap your feet. Wag your tail. Feel the back body. Look. That's it. Good girl. Up here. That's it. Right hand overhead. And down. Left hand. And down. Right hand, right leg. And down. Left hand, left leg. So work right here. Or hand overhead. Bring your right hand to your shin. And then left hand over. And left hand, left shin. Inhale, open. X to close. Inhale. Exhale. Open. And close. Eyes closed, steady. Wherever you are, find its rhythm and settle in. Just 30 seconds. Feel how the spine stays square, how the hips and shoulders are steady. Feel your stability, your reliability, and your beauty. And then heels wide, turn your palms open, legs long, shake out the feet and the knees and the tail. To turn over. Sorry, to sit up tall. Palms behind you, elbows widen, drop in. And then wrap your elbows in, sitting down, heart comes up. Round your back, widen your elbows, falling in. And then elbows in, heart up. Just roll through your spine. Rounding. As you gather your elbows in, so your seat goes down, your hips into the floor, your heart comes up, your shoulders open, 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 open. And the elbows bend slightly. And the legs walk out. Now, if this is not appropriate for your body, for your back, for your neck, set yourself up with a block under your back and a block under the back of your head and lie back. Right? Supported fish. Or elbows softly bent and gathered in. Sit down into the backs of your thighs and find a steady breath. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. And eventually the chin will lift, the heart will lift, and the head will drop back. Long, smooth breathing. micro movements. Where are you stuck? Let your elbows shift. Let your hips slightly swivel. Let your knees slightly bend. Let the left and the right side be independent. And come up, and come up, and come up. Right under the point of your chin, right to the tips of your toes, right out the top of your head. The breath is full and high and sweet. Bending your elbows, roll your way down. And walk yourself up. Staff pose. The chin falls to the chest, the heart rises up into the chin, navel back to the spine. From there, the chin halfway up and halfway down. Sitting tall. Are we finished kneeling? So blanket under your knees, unless your cat has taken over your blanket, and a block between your heels. If it doesn't work to be kneeling, then come and sit on your chair, but sit at the front edge of your chair. Hands on thighs. Inhale forward, exhale back. You are rewriting your stories, and your stories at their deepest level, you are rewriting your belief. You are not alone. You are not running out of anything. There is a resistance in the world, a reluctance that we must work through. But there is also an assistance. Inhale up into the heart, exhale down into the navel. Feel that? Up and down. Hold opposite wrist. Any shoulder injuries, stay here, or hands up high, thumbs point back. Inhale forward, exhale back, close your eyes. Feel into your body, feel up into the heart and down into the belly. That you are expansive and you are held. Right here in this amazing body. Good. And this time, on your inhale, bring your attention to the top of your head, and on your exhale, down to the base of your spine. And move between these 2 points, inhaling up to the top, exhaling down to the bottom. A bead or a beam of light. Move through yourself. your face soften. Assist your own light until it runs clearly and fully through you. And find the top and inhale 3 more sips. Heart up, chin in, pause, reach. And chin up, elbows down, hands to thighs, pause, be still, be full, be free. Rest there. Feel what you've made, or come to lie down completely. Today I will rest. Deepen your breathing. Take your hands overhead. Soften again. You are assisted. You are loved. This is the story. Try it out. Make your way into a cross-legged seat. Pause your playlist and conclude in the sound, the syllable of Om. A-U-M, A in the belly, U in the chest, M in the head. Our own frequency is so individual, so intimate to us, and so necessary. Put this frequency through you at all levels, into your words and your choices and your beliefs. 5 times, inhale. Eyes still closed, body still, quiet and full. Assistance is the universal, immutable force of creative manifestation. Its sole role since the Big Bang has been to translate potential into being, to convert dreams into reality. It is holding you now. This is your story. Sweep wide. Palms together, thumbs to the forehead center. I bow to this 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Happy Thursday. So replay it tomorrow if you want to go again. Replay it Saturday if you want. I'll be live again on Sunday. Each day is yours. Look for what you need. Rest when you need it. And activate when activation is required. This is what we're here for. We reset our state to see our light, to act from there. Feel it, say it, that's our story, this class. Going forward, so clear, say it with me. 1, reset your state. 2, see your light. 3, act from there. Sat Nam. I will see you soon. So if it's new to you, new schedule is Sunday 8 a.m., Tuesday noon, Thursday noon. These are live Kundalini classes. The vinyasa that supports this sequence is on Saturday morning at 9:30. And the spaces in between, you replay as you will or you pause. There is no rush. You are never behind. You are never missing out. This is for you to use well and to feel supported. More information is online, marthamcalpin.com. Thank you so much. Devara, Devara, Devara. Sign up for the fall program, woman. Come and get your voice heard. Send me an email. Tell me you want to come, and we'll talk it out. Right? A weekend in September, a weekend in October, a weekend in November, Saturday, Sunday, noon to 3. No, Saturday noon to 3, Sunday 10 to 1. You can do it. There's a Zoom version and a version here with me. You can do it. I'm looking forward to talking to you. Contact me. Bye, my loves.